My name is Jim Walker. I got a message today on Facebook from a young man named Miguel. He wanted to know how he could differentiate himself from other installers in the trade and make more money. Miguel is 29 years old. He's been working with his dad since he was 12. First, I would like to thank Miguel's dad for bringing him into the trade. Second, I'd like to thank Miguel for seeking information on how to make more money in this trade. He is asking how he can learn more to earn more. As a member of CFI, I have a responsibility to share all my knowledge with other installers. I'm going to tell you how I did it. It worked for me, and I hope it works for you. First of all, you've got to be dedicated. You can't lose sight of what you want. What I'm going to suggest to you may not work in your area, but I'm going to tell you it worked for me. Always be a professional. You can't dress sloppy. You've got to look like a businessman because that's what you are. You have to sell yourself before you ever sell or install a piece of carpet for anybody. Be prepared when you go there. I want you to get that first contact by walking with that confidence that you are going to be the best installer. You go in with a big smile. Why? Because you want to be there. You've got to convince him that you're going to help his operation. And you keep in mind, always pretend that you own that store. That's the way I did it. I wanted to make sure that when I represented that store, they couldn't differentiate between an installer and the store owner. When you go in, be prepared. Surely there's somebody out there that you can use as a reference. That retailer may ask you, what products have you worked with? You better know Mohawk, Shaw. You better know the names that projects your knowledge. He may ask you, have you ever installed Berber? Do you do a pattern match? Do you do upholstery work? Be informative as you can. I want you to think one thing. He's looking at you when you approach that store. Always project that image. I told everybody, I am a carpet installer. I'm a vinyl installer. I set tile. I'm on my hands and knees most of my life, and I'm proud of it. I assumed all the responsibility of estimating. I wanted a detailed diagram so my installers didn't have to ask any questions. What product went where, whether the patterns were going to be matched. Maybe there was furniture in that house that needed to be dismantled, and the salesman or another estimator wouldn't even have given it a second thought. Because I was there, I could see that we had to take that bed apart to get it out of that room. I could see that china hutch that had to be emptied of glassware before I could install the carpeting. See, what I did there, Miguel, I made myself more valuable to that retailer. I learned how carpet was manufactured. I became an asset to the manufacturers. That's how I got my name out there. Even though I lived in Kansas City, right where you live. I didn't live in Dalton, but I knew that I had to sell myself. Some of the things I use may not work for your situation. Learn to do the upholstery without the electric tacker. I have to take in a staircase. Through the spindles, I upholster one side. There's seams there, but you won't ever find them. And on the other side, I take that electric tacker and I tack it underneath. I tack it across the front. And then I give it to the retailer. And I ask them, do you want professional installation or do you want builder grade installation? I learned to market my skills. I don't have any special tools, but I got some ways that'll make you more money. Nobody had to tell me to vacuum that carpet. I never left the house if the carpet wasn't vacuumed. Miguel, if I could have, I would sign every seam that I put in. When you do a seam, turn around and look at it. What is a seam anyway in carpet? That's the number one problem with carpet today. A seam is an imperfection of the manufacturing process. Understand that. Miguel, tell me that you power stretch. Tell me that you know about tack strip. Do you know there's a C, a D, and an E? Do you know tack strip comes in different widths? Did you know sometimes you can double up on tack strip if you've got a powerful stretch to make? Do you know how to use a crab stretcher? Do you know how to match patterns? Miguel, you ask how can you make more money? Matching patterns. You can be a magician by making those patterns match. And I positively guarantee you, you can make every pattern match. I would recommend you to get involved with CFI. They have instructors, they hold classes, and you can even get a scholarship to go to those classes. And I want you to be the best. 3 of the most important factors that you have to consider when bidding a job. 1 is the material that you're using or going to install. 2 is the job site and the time to do the job right. No shortcuts. The most important thing I can share with you today is to bid your time in addition to the yardage. Yardage does not give you a true cost on a job. I want to remind everyone what CFI says. To earn more, learn more. And it's a lifelong journey. Miguel Angel, I believe in you.